Hi guys, now we are going to see the topic about the operation on bits. See, first of all, what is meant by bit? See, the bit, it is the basic unit of the informations in computing. See, it is the basic unit of information in computing. When we are storing the data or the information in the system, it will stored as the machine code, because the machine, it will understand only the machine code, that is the binary numbers. See, first of all, let us see here this one. This information is nothing but this is the data. The data, that is the useful information or the meaningful information, is known as the data. See, you know about the data. In C, what are the types of data? Here, data types I am asking. Here, integer data type, float data type, character, these and all the data types. What kind of information we are going to store in that variable? Here, we should declare this data type, this kind of information we are going to store. Suppose if we are storing the numbers, decimal numbers, means here we can declare it as the integer. If we want to store some string values, if we declare the data type as the character, then we can store the character or the array of the character, that is string. So each and every data, while storing it in the memory, it will store it as a binary values only. See here, what is the memory size of the character? This character, it has the, let us see about this one. This character, it has the minimum memory size. Here the default size of the character is 1 byte, that is 8 bits. When we are converting into the bit, when we are storing it in the memory, it will store it as in binary digits. See here, each and every character, it has the 8 bits. See, when we are storing the information here, let us take this one. Suppose here it will stored in, after converting this, it will be stored in bits, that is binary values. See, already we have studied, if you are writing a code, there each and every instructions or the data, it will be converted by help of the translator. It will be converted into the machine code, and after that that machine code, that binary values will be stored, because the hardware, the machine, whether it is a laptop or any PC, it can understand only the binary values only, that is zeros and ones. So that only here high level language, let us take this. See, here we are using the translator. By help of this translator, each and every instructions or data, it will be converted into the machine code by help of these translators. See here in C, we are using the translator, that is the compiler. See, every language, it has the translators. See, suppose if we take the Visual Basics, it contains translator, interpreter. See, in that language, every information or the instructions, it will be converted into the machine code by help of the interpreter. See, first let us see about this translator. Here this translator, it is used to convert our high level language to low level language or machine language or machine code. Here in C, we are using the compiler. See, there were types of translators. For example, let us take this one: compiler, interpreter. These are the types of the translator, which is used to translate our high level language to the machine language. See, this high level language is readable. User can easily read this high level language. but the message it can understand only the low level language, that is the binary values, zeros and ones. Suppose if you are storing any information or the any some data or some instruction, it will be stored, it will be first converted into the machine understandable code, and after that only that machine the machine code will be stored. See here, for example, now let us take the character data type. It has how many byte? It has only the 1 byte. Let us take a simple example here. Here for each and every character it has the ASCII code. See, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. This is the abbreviation of the ASCII. See here, each and every time whenever we are storing the information, for example, let us take the character. If we are storing the string, that string will be not directly it will be stored, it will be converted into the by machine code by help of the any one of this translator, and after that only that translator, that machine code only will be stored, because each and every instruction or data by the machine it can understand only the low level languages for that only. See, for example, suppose if you are declaring the variable here, the variable name is, let us assume, str. Here suppose if you are declaring here array 3, means here maximum we can store up to the 3 characters. Suppose if you are storing the string, if you are storing like this sun, then this information sun here, let us assume sun, this information sun it will be stored here. For each and every character it will occupy how many bits? 88 bits, because here the default character size is how much? 8 bit, so that each letter it has 88 bits. So for S it occupies 8 bits. Next, in same way, see, for S, for U, for N, each and every letter here 3 into size, that is size of the default size of this data type. Here I am using the character data type, so default size of the character type is 1, so 3 into 1, 3 byte. If you see this 1 byte, totally 3 bytes. Each and every byte it has 88 bits, so totally 24 bits were allocated. Suppose if you are storing the information here, this is the each and every letters, when we are typing the letters in the keyboard, see each and every letters it has the ASCII values. See, this ASCII, it is the global universe, everywhere in throughout the world it is the standard one. Each and every keys in the keyboard, each and every letters, special characters, space bar, numbers, everything it will have the ASCII value. For the characters, suppose if you want to store the letters, yes, for example, let us take this one. If I am storing the name sun, then it will not directly store as like this. This is the user readable, but it will convert into the machine readable. After that, they will store as in the machine format only, that is machine code only. Here, for each and every letters in the keyboard, it will have the ASCII values. See, for example, let us take the small letter A, 97, small letter B, let us take the letters, that is alphabets, letter takes the alphabets. Here alphabet value for B is 98, for C is here 99, etc. up to Z. It has the values. See, it has the ASCII value for alphabet, lower case letter I am telling, this is for lower case. It contains the value from 97 to 128. In same way here, if you take the capital letter A, it will start from 65, then from 65 to up to capital letter B is 66, capital letter C is 67, up to capital letter Z, it has the value up to, for each and every characters it has the some ASCII value. Suppose if you are converting this ASCII value, here we will get the binary value. See here, translator it will translate the user readable to the machine readable. So here suppose if you are storing the value as in the string, in the character string, if you are storing the value as sun, it will store like this. Each and every ASCII values, it has 7 bit binary bit value, 7 bit of binary numbers. So among this 8 bit, this ASCII value, it occupies up to the 7 bits. See, for example, if you take the, for this S here, for U, for N, each and every letter, it has the ASCII values. See, for example, in the ASCII table, if you see, these are the 3 ASCII values. See here, 115, 117 and 110. The ASCII value of S is how much? S is 115. If you convert this 115 into binary, then here so these are the binary values for S. See, the ASCII value, when it is translating into the machine code, these binary values will be stored. See, for the S, what is the binary value here? So this binary value for S, if you type the letter S, then it will be stored in the binary format in this way. So here same way, if you take U, if you convert this U, see, all are lowercase letter, S-U-N, lowercase letter. So here lowercase letter ASCII value of U is 117. So the binary value of U is, if you convert this ASCII value to binary, then we will get these values, that is in same way for this N, the ASCII value of N is 110. So if we take the binary value here, so that here if you convert this character ASCII value to binary while storing it here, the machine, this is the machine code. Here every bits it occupies here either 1 or 0. See here the ASCII value, it has only the 7 bits ASCII value. See, each and every here among this 8 bit, this ASCII value, it occupies only the 7 bits. See, remaining, that is the parity bit, parity check. See, for sun, totally how many bits it occupies? Totally it occupies up to 24 bits. See here, it is the basic unit of the information in computing. When we are, what is bit? It is the basic unit. See, each and every bit, if you take each and every bit here, it will contains any one of the value. If you take this, if we take any one of the bit, and we see here, this is the bit. This bit is known as the basic unit of the information. Here bit. See, this bit is nothing but, here this bit stands for binary digit. See, the short form of this binary digit is bit, B-I-T, bit. So here each and every bit, it hold any one of the value. See, each and every bit, it store any one of the value among the binary values. What are the binary values? Zeros and ones. These two are the binary values. See, it can be either 0 or the bit can be 1. Any one of the value, each and every bit, it hold any one of the value. See here, 0 means this is off, 1 means on. here the system, that is the hardware, it will understand only the binary values. See here in this chapter, in this topic, we are going to see how to manipulate the bit. See here, by using the bit operators, see in C we are having the bit operators. By help of these bit operators, here we can access these bits. See, and also we can manipulate the bit. So for example, let us take, if we want to check whether, see, each and every byte I am telling, each and every memory block, it has the position. The position always it starts from where? 0, from the right side, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Totally 0 to 7, 8 bits. Same way for this also up to 7. Here also from 0 to 7. See, we can access the bits. Suppose if I want to access this bit here, if I want to check whether the bit in first position is 0 or 1, because every bit it contains only within these two values only, either it will be 0 or it will be 1. So suppose if I want to check whether the first position of the bit is 0 or 1, if you want to check, then here I can first I should access that bit in that position, where in that position, first position, what bit, what data, that is what the values, binary values were there. If I want to check, then first I should access that bit level. So by help of the operator we can access that particular bits, and also we can manipulate the bit. See, for example, suppose if I want to change the bit from the first position of this address, or if I want to change the bit from first position, here first position, otherwise if I want to change the bit from second position, here this and all we can change by help of this bit operators. Here we can first we can write the bit. Here what bit we need, we can write, access that bit, and afterwards we can write that bit also. We can change that bit, we can write. Here write the bit. Here accessing is reading the bit. Manipulation can be done by writing the bits. So these things and all we can perform under the bit operators. See, before that, let us see about how to convert the numbers. See here in C language, it understand octal. Next, decimal numbers. Next, hexadecimal numbers. Here for octal number we are using the percentage O, the format specifier. Here we are using the percentage O. Next, for decimal number we are using percentage D as a format specifier. For the hexadecimal, here we are using X, percentage X. This is the format specifier of the hexadecimal. See here, for hexadecimal we can give three types. First one, percentage small x, next percentage capital X, next percentage, after that number symbol and X, capital X. See here, the numbers will be, the binary number will be converted into the hexadecimal, that hexadecimal values can be performed. Next here it will shows the small letter, that is small, if you give the small letter x, the hexadecimal values will be displayed in the lower case letter. See, for each and every time you know about this hexadecimal. Here what is the hexadecimal values? Here from 0 to 9, after that the number 10, it is stored as the symbol A, symbol B it has the number 11, for instead of 12 we will use the symbol C, and etc. up to maximum, it is base level is 16 for hexadecimal. So maximum up to 15 numbers we can store, 0 to 15. For the 15, the symbol we are using it as F. F it is used for the number 15. So in same way here, if you take the octal number, it has up to the base 8 from 0 to 7. Next decimal number, you know, it has the values from 0 to 9. Totally its base is 10. See, before that this conversion is very important. See, each and every binary bits converted into the this values, this number system, any one of the number system. Mostly here we will use the decimal or hexadecimal. See, if you are running a program after converting into the exe, here if you see the C language exe program, that exe program will be in some hexadecimal format, because the C, it will understand the hexadecimal format. So in the exe file we can see the hexadecimal code. See, mainly what purpose this hexadecimal code were used here, because the hexadecimal code, it has only the, it will occupies only the less number, less memory, and we can store up to the large numbers. See, now let us see about the conversion, that is from binary to decimal and binary digits to the hexadecimal, how it was converting. Let us see some examples here. See, hexadecimal number conversion, that is binary to hexadecimal number, binary to hexadecimal number conversion. See here, each and every numbers. See, now let us take this table. See, what is the base of the hexadecimal? That is 16. So it starts from the number 0, 1, 2. So totally 0 to 9 and A to F, totally 15. Here the last for F15, every bit is 1. This is the hexadecimal values, binary to hexadecimal values. Example, let us see how to convert the binary to hexadecimal number. See, here each and every hexadecimal, if you take a byte and if you store that byte values into the hexadecimal values, it will occupies only the 2 values only, because hexadecimal value, it takes the binary bits 4 bit. This is known as the nibble. This 4 bit it is assigned to the single value. In byte it contains 8 bit, that means totally if you convert into 4 bit means totally the hexadecimal, each and every hexadecimal, it contains the 4 bit. So out of 8 bit, here the hexadecimal values will be 2 values only, because per value it has 4 bit, 2 value 8 bits. If you take a byte of binary values and if you are converting into the hexadecimal, then there will be only the 2 values only. So mostly they will use the hexadecimal values. See here, for example, here it starts from this position. If we convert these binary values to hexadecimal value, here for hexadecimal value it takes 4 bit. It was very easy to convert also. See, you take this 4 bit. What is the value of this 4 bit? 00 and 10. Here in the list, if you see 0010, these binary values, it holds the hexadecimal value 2. So here 2. Next, you take this 4 bit of values. Here, what is this 4 bit? 11 and 00. So here, what is the value of 11 and 00 is C. So here, this value is C. See, if you convert these binary values to hexadecimal, value, the answer is C2. See, in same way, if you convert this one, here every value is 1. Here for this, at the last 4 bit, every value is 1. If every value is 1, the 4 bit value is 1, then this is the number 15, or we can say it this simple as F. So this is F. Next one, if you take this bit here among these 4 bit, what is the value? 0, 1 and 0, 1. See, the value of 0, 1 and 0, 1 is 5. So this is 5. So 5F. In this way we can convert. See, in the exe file we can see, that is execution file. In the, because the C, it understands the hexadecimal value. If you see in the exe value, we can see like this the code. This is nothing but the hexadecimal values of that binary digits. So in this way we can convert the binary value to the hexadecimal value. Suppose if you are converting this number to binary to decimal value, means here we can convert like this. See, already you know about the decimal value, how to convert. Here, if you take this binary value 0, 1, 0, 11, 11 and 1. Here one into 2 to the power 0, for each and every time we can binary to decimal. Here 2 to the power 1, $223. The answer of this number, binary number, is 223. Here, if you convert this binary number to decimal, means the value is 223. If you are converting this binary to hexadecimal, means the value is 5F. See, in same way, here if you are converting this one binary values to decimal, then what will be the answer here? Here this one 2 to the power 0, 2 to the power 1, 2 to the power 2, 2 to the power 3, 2 to the power 4, 2 to the power 5, 2 to the power 6 and 2 to the power 7. If you convert here 0 into 2 to the power 0, this value, no, here 1 into 2 to the power 1 is 2. Next, this and all we no need to find, because anything multiplied with 0 is 0. So here this value is 1, so here 2. Next here 2 to the power 6 and 2 to the power 7. See, for 2 to the power 6 the value is 64. 1 into 64, 64. Next here 2 to the power 7 value is 128. 1 into 128 is value is 128. So if we add this one here, 194. The decimal value of this one is, if you are converting here, the answer is 194. See, for this binary value, decimal value is 223. For this binary value, the hexadecimal value is 5F. In same way, for this binary value, the decimal value is 194. For this binary value, if you convert into hexadecimal, the hexadecimal value is here C2. See, in this way we can convert the values, conversion, this one. Beta operators, it is used to operate in bit level. See here, see, we can set the bit. Suppose among this 8 position, 8 bit is a byte. For example, if each and every bit it has the position, it has the location. Suppose if you want to set the bit third position to 1, we can set the value 1 or 0. This is the value. If you want to set the bit of the position third to 1 or 0, this is the binary digits. We can set it by using the bit operator. Change the bit number. This is the position number. Here, if it is the bit, each and every bit it has the position 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. up to 7th position. It has the bit location number position. Here, if you want to change this third position to value 1 or can set the bit level by using the operator. In same way, suppose if you want to check whether the data inside that position is 1 or 0. If you want to check the bit value inside the some mentioned position, then by using this operator we can check the position also. So here, by help of this bit operator, we can write and also we can read the positions, read the value on the corresponding position. See here, in C language, for manipulating this bit level, they are having the powerful operators known as the bitwise operator. Now let us see about that bitwise operator. Bitwise operators in C language. Here, this is operator and meaning. Here, for AND operator, we will use the single ampersand. Say, for logical operator and all, we will use the double ampersand. That is for used for logical operators. For the bitwise operator, here we should use the single ampersand. Bitwise operator used to perform bit operation. See here, for example, here the decimal numbers are converted into binary. Among that binary numbers, we can do the bit level operations. Example, here we can give the decimal numbers and the binary number of the decimal numbers, the decimal number were converted into the binary numbers. Here, in this binary number, we can work the bit level operation. Bitwise operators works on the bits of these decimal numbers. Say, when we are giving the example for binary number, first we can give it as the decimal number, then the decimal number were converted into the binary numbers. Next, here by help of this bitwise operator, we can work on these bits. In the binary operator, here each and every byte it has the number of bits. Here we can work on the bits of this binary number of the decimal. So here in this way we can perform work. See, this bitwise operator, mainly by help of this bitwise operator, we can work this bitwise operator on integer data type in C. Next, character data type. See, we can't work this bitwise operator in float or double, so that here it works on only on integer, and this bitwise operator works on integer and character only, not on float and double. See, now let us see this bitwise operator. Here, this is known as bitwise AND operator. AND operator. Next, here single pipe symbol, it is used for bitwise OR. This is known as the bitwise OR operator. Next, here this cap symbol, This operator is used for bitwise XOR operator. Next here double lesser symbol, it is used for shift operator, that is shift left. For shift left we can use this operator double lesser symbol. Next double greater symbol, it is used for shift right. Tilde symbol, it is used for ones complement. See, now let us see about this truth table bitwise AND. Here this bitwise AND operator, it has the two operand. We can work with the two operand. See here, for example, operand 1, next here operand 2, next here this is the result. First operand value is 0, second operand value is 0, then the result will be 0. See, we should remember this one. Here every operand should have 1, then only the result is true. See here, for every operand it should be 1. Here if you take this one, first operand, second operand, both the operand it has the false value, that is the 0, so the result is 0. Suppose if the first operand value it has the 0, that is false, second operand is true, then also the result will be 0, because every operand here it should be 1. In same way, suppose if the first operand is true and second operand is false, then the result it will be false only. See, in same way, if the both operand were true, then the result will be true. See, next let us see about the bitwise OR operator. Here we are using the bitwise OR operator. See, for the bitwise OR operator, this is also, it will have the two operand. Here among this operand, if any one of the value is true, then the result will be true. Instead of the every operand, here any one of the operand. Any one of the operand is 1, that is the true, then the result is true. See here both the operand is here false, so here the result will be false, because for the bitwise OR operand, when we are comparing to the both the bit, both the operand of a bit value, both the bit value, it should, among this both the bit value, any one it should be true. Here both the values were false, so the result is false. When we are comparing to this second step, here first one false, second one true, here this one is true, so if any one is true, any one of the operand is 1, then the result is 1. So here this is true, this is also true. Similarly here both the values are true, so the result is true. So let us see about the bitwise XOR operator. Here for the bitwise XOR operator, for XOR operator, if two bits are different, this is the main thing, then the result will be true. See, both the bit should be different. Here if you let us take the truth table for the bitwise operator. Here what is the first operand value? This bit is 0, this bit also 0. Both the bit value is same value, it has the same value. Here if both the bit are same, then it is false. If both the bit were different, then the result is true. Here both the bit are same. See, among this, if you see here, this bit 0, this bit 0, both these bit has the same value, it is not different, so the result is 0. When you are comparing to this also, this bit is true, this bit is true. When you are comparing both the bit, it has the same value, so the result is 0. If it is different, then result will be true. Here we take this second one, first bit is 0, second bit is 1. So here it has the different values, so the result is true. here if you compare, first bit is true, second bit is false. This also both the bit were different, so here this is true. So in the XOR bitwise operator, here it works like this. Next, see, for this ones complement we are using the symbol tilde symbol here. Tilde symbol is here. It is the unary operator. Unary operator means it has only the one operand. So this is unary operator. So it is opposite to the given values. See, if it is 0, then result is true, that is, if it is false, result will be true. If it is true, the result will be false. So ones complement opposite to the given value. Here it is the unary operator, so first operand it has only one operator. Next, here this is the result. See, if it is the given bit is 0, then it is true. If the bit value is 1, then it is false. If it is true, then it is false. Just opposite to the given operator. Next, let us see about the shift operators. See, this bitwise shift operator, it is used to move or shift the bit either right side or left side. Here we can move the bit either on right or the left side by help of this shiftwise operator. Here there were two types of shift operator, that is, if you use this symbol, this is shift left, so that we can move the bit or we can shift the bit left side. Suppose if you are using this greater symbol, then this is shift right, so that we can move the bit to the right side, so that by help of the shift operator we can move or shift the bit either left side or the right side. See here, for example, this is operand. Next, suppose if I am using this symbol, next here n, integer expression on which we have to perform shift operation. Here this n, this denotes total number of bit that we have to, here total number of bits that we have to shift. See here, this operator is shift left operator. First one, the operand, it is the integer expression we are giving, we will give it in the integer expression here, on which we have to perform the shift operation. Next, here total number of bits which we have to shift, here we should mention here. In same way, for the right shift we can use like this. First operand, next this one right shift, next n. For this also similar. This is this operand, it is integer expression on which we have to perform the shift operation. What shift operation? Here right shift operation. Next, for this n, this is the total number of bits that we have to shift.